Of course, the audio. Thank you. Went 2 full minutes without audio, YouTube. Sorry about that. Mi gente, we're celebrating National Tequila. Yeah, I agree. Can't hear either. I hope you can hear me now. I see the audio going. So sorry, YouTube. Let's give it 10 seconds here while YouTube catches up. Because I already have the audio on. I see it now. I always, turn it off right after every live stream. So go figure. It's gonna be an interesting live stream. Working now, perfect. Come on, man. I know, man. I swear to God, I have not even drank a shot of tequila yet. I swear I've not drank yet. But I want to give a shout out to Tequila Cazadores today. All right, this is a bit of a sponsored video, sponsored ad for, pretty much sending me this very lovely jersey here today. All right, and for sending me this very lovely bottle. Okay, we're going to prepare el Golazo, which is the recipe that Cristo Fernandez, that's right, Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso, that's his recipe. So we're going to go ahead and cook it up right now in the lab. And we're going to enjoy ourselves a nice tequila to shots to celebrate National Tequila Day. A ver, ya no le den. Hold on now. Hey, todos me quieren estar todos borrachos, no jodan la vida, bro. Ya me quieren todos ustedes borrachos, bro. Imagínate. So, we'll go ahead. We'll answer all your questions en cualquier orden. No importa el orden. Esto es como fiesta abierta hoy. Y ahí vamos. Yo creo que ahí estamos bien también en Instagram. También ahí. Mientras tanto. Perfecto. Shots. Oye, ustedes son problemas, yo. Y'all trouble, bro. Son todos ustedes trouble. Dale, mi gente. Bueno, so, unfortunately, yeah, there isn't really too much in terms of World Cup updates. Haven't really gotten some new additional information, which, pues, me preocupa un poco, ¿no? Pues, porque uno dice, bueno, carajo, la FIFA se demora en dar toda la información que todos necesitamos, ¿no? Pero se están demorando. A ver, we're gonna try the Tequila Cazadores just as a straight shot, okay? And then we're going to create the recipe called El Golazo. This is Cristo Fernandez's recipe over here. We're going to make it live, see if it works. First of all, see if I am a good bartender. Y segundo, we're just going to try it out, and we're going to go from there. So this is a shot of the Tequila Cazadores. Salud a todos ustedes, mi gente. Muchas gracias. Primero que todo por todo el apoyo que me han dado, no joda. Muchas gracias por todo el apoyo que me han dado, no joda. Because this has been a project of over 3 years. 3 years? Ya va a ser 3 años en diciembre. Para el mundial va a ser 3 y medio. That we've been doing this since December 2022, when I came back from Qatar. Y no joda, hemos estado aquí jodiendo toda esta campaña, Copa América, Club World Cup, de toda esta vaina, bro. ¿No? Y pues no, man, hemos trabajado duro para llegar a este punto que, mira, hasta tequilas me están mandando la gente. Cheers to all of us. Por ahí 320 y pico de días left. Les doy las gracias por todo el apoyo y que ojalá todos podamos llegar al mundial sanos y salvos, con dinero, a disfrutar la fiesta y que se jode toda esta otra gente que nos quiere joder la fiesta. Saludos a todos ustedes. Salud. A ver, la primera. Uf. Es que yo no soy tanto de tequila shots. Pero está buena. Dale, muchas gracias, Tequila Cazadores. We're going to go ahead and make the recipe here. As I make the recipe, por favor, hagan cualquier pregunta que quieran. Y ahí vamos. Uf. Tequila for breakfast sounds good. Bueno, es desayuno, no joda. It's already lunchtime. Here in the East Coast. All right, I'm making sure that my air conditioning is working as well, porque no joda. All right, it's going down to 70 degrees. Maybe I want it a little colder just for now. So again, folks, thank you for joining me today. We're gonna go ahead and make Cristo Fernandez's signature drink, El Golazo. Okay, and so feel free to ask any and all World Cup questions you got, and we'll take it from there. Saludos desde San Diego. Muchas gracias, mi gente. Muchas gracias. No, definitivamente. Muchas gracias por todo el apoyo, por todo todo el apoyo que ustedes me han dado estos años, no joda, porque ha sido un proyecto largo, ha sido un proyecto duro, pero ahí vamos. Let's go ahead and make sure people can see the logo and everything. Let me dip the camera over here on this other one as well. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the recipe. How about that? So let's see here. And again, folks, ask questions. Ask questions as I make the recipe. 3 thin slices of jalapeno. So combine all ingredients with ice and shake. Okay. So I gotta go ahead and cut up my jalapeno slices. So yeah. So not really too much in terms of updates, unfortunately, for 2026. I know a lot of people are asking a lot about, the category 4s. I know a lot of people are asking about the prices. We don't know any of those. We don't know if the category 4 is going to be a thing for this World Cup. I don't think it's going to be a thing, considering how FIFA was very adamant to charge the prices that they wanted to charge during the Club World Cup. I don't think it's going to happen. Pues no sé, hermano. O sea, va a ser una vaina difícil, bro. Porque yo creo que la FIFA está aquí para hacer su dinero, ¿no? Imagínate. So, I really do want you to try to save as much money as possible and just be ready for any and all of the sticker shock that might come. I live near Dallas. What game should I look for to take with my son? Well, that depends on, unfortunately we don't, this is Tequila Cazadores, by the way, Tequila Cazadores. We don't know what games are going to happen with cities because we don't know the draw yet. So that's the first thing, okay? We don't know the draw, okay? So that's the problem, okay? Second, Dallas, you have 9 games, so you kind of have a lot of options, in terms of the games. So, you would have to take a look at the calendar. You can visit my website, travelfootballfan.com, and then, take a look, see what you can find in terms of like what games might make sense for you. Remember that Dallas has a semifinal. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me double check here. So they have a semifinal, they have a round of 16, and they have 2 round of 32s. So, you do have options for knockouts at least. Do you think we will know on that day if we get the lottery? I think it might be that they inform you in a couple of weeks if you have been selected for that first phase. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think you automatically get informed on the 10th that you got picked, if that makes sense. Okay? Combine all the ingredients with ice and shake. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab some ice right now. I got the recipe over here. So I think what happens on September 10th is that all of us are going to go ahead and apply. And I think it's going to take, for Qatar it was like a couple of weeks. I don't know exactly because I didn't buy my tickets on the interest for the tickets. Correct. Okay. How is it going to work if you got accepted to phase 1? I don't know because they haven't released those specific details. Okay. So we don't quite know exactly how that day is going to look like because they haven't really told us. Nor FIFA has called me for that matter. All right. 2 ounces of pineapple juice. Hey, yo, that tequila shot hit me hard, though. I'm getting old, man. I'm for sure showing my unk status right now. That's for damn sure. 2 ounces of pineapple juice. All right, they made me get agave, bro. I had to go get agave from the store, man. It's insane. What is it? 3/4 ounce of agave nectar. What the heck is 3/4? Over here is only 3/4. What? Pucha, that's a lot, no? A ver. 3/4 por ahí. Bueno, lo vamos a hacer por ahí. I've been researching hospitality ticket pricing, comparing the price for Mexico hospitality, non-Mexico games, versus those in the States. It looks like Mexico games will be priced out, my opinion. Yeah. Mi gente, lo que tienen que entender es esto, que los partidos de México, the games in Mexico, are the most in demand, in my honest opinion, in sports history. They're the most in-demand games in sports history. The inaugural, I think, is going to break demand records in ways we have never seen before, okay? Everyone wants to be there, okay? That's why when I did the math the other day, I think I saw that, I did the math the other day, and it was like all of us have a 1% chance to getting tickets for the Mexico home opener in the lottery. I think I did the math right. People can go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we all have a 1% chance to get tickets for the inaugural match at Azteca. 80,000 seats, more or less, give or take, divided by the 6 million expected fans to be going for the World Cup. So, yeah. Dale. Send me your Addy. Dale, DM me afterwards, all right? But eso es para el contrato, papi, para el contrato, ¿no? Pues para que la gente me conoce. So, yeah. So, I think if it's 1% for the home inaugural match, right? Para el de México, la inaugural, pues imagínate, pues los otros partidos que van a estar en México, cuánto más van a valer. If anything, I think FIFA messed up. I think FIFA should have put more games in Mexico, and they would have been having more money coming in because people want to go to Mexico. La gente quiere visitar a México, a ver partidos en México. But hey, it looks like FIFA kind of did mess up. It looks like FIFA did mess up in that respect. Okay, we added the agave, fresh lime juice. Vamos a agregarle 3/4 onzas. Ya le agregamos el pineapple juice. No le hemos agregado la tequila todavía, ¿no? No todavía. A ver. Esta carcajada me estaba funcionando ahorita, bro. Imagínate. I'm getting embarrassed by a little bottle, bro. Imagínate esta vaina. Vamos. Agrégale el juguito. 3/4 ounce of fresh lime juice. A ver. Fresh lime juice. Ahí está, 3/4 por ahí. Listo. Okay. What other questions we got? The demand is crazy, man. Claro. Pues es que cómo no va a ser tan crazy. La gente quiere ir para México. Imagínate, esto es un evento tan grande. Pues claro que la gente va a querer ir. I did not go to the Russia World Cup. I went to the Qatar World Cup. Are you going to all 3 countries of the World Cup? Vamos a ver, Jorge, porque no estoy seguro todavía. Obviamente por dinero. Pues I don't want to ping pong back and forth. Pues por lo de Trump. Entonces vamos a ver cómo lo vamos a hacer. Vamos a ver si podemos ir a los 3 países, a lo menos un partido cada uno. Y ahí vamos, ¿no? Ahí vamos a ver si lo hacemos. A ver, 2 ounces, ahí estamos. Ok. Ya le agregamos el jalapeño ahí también. Ok, perfecto, ahí está esa. So ya le echamos el agave, el fresh lime juice, el pineapple juice. Ya le agregamos también los 3 slices de jalapeño, ahí también está. Ok, ahí está. Y ya, ok, estamos listos para la receta. Estamos haciendo la receta, mi gente, el golazo. La receta de Cristo Fernandez from Ted Lasso. That's right, Danny Rojas, man. Danny Rojas and I are in the same team with Tequila Cazadores. We're on the same team, y'all. That's right. I'm their starting striker with Danny Rojas. Oh, my goodness. My estimate for my trips are $16,000. I mean, look, folks, the more money you can save, the better. We will always miss Qatar's organization. I mean, it's easier to organize a smaller World Cup, too, geographically speaking. Let's just be honest about that, too. But they did a good job on their end, okay? They control what they control. So, yeah. So, back in 2006 World Cup, wow, that's a long time ago, my friend got tickets by buying per nation instead of individual game or host cities. Yeah, like I followed my team. Do you think FIFA will continue to do the same? Probably will. Okay. This is now Mitzin while talking about football show, and I'm here for it. Dale, pues Alex, muchas gracias por estar aquí. Pues claro. Well, we have another opportunity to buy tickets if we don't get selected for the lottery. Yes, there's going to be multiple phases. We just don't know how many phases. Again, shouts to Tequila Cazadores for today's show. We're doing this for National Tequila Day. Okay. Let me move on to the next step of this process. We combined everything, shake. Well, everything's in here. Oh, my ice is going down. And then, all right, I gotta shake this thing up, and then strain into a glass with more ice. Okay, so I gotta add more ice to this. We're going slow, folks. So vamos a tomar con tranquilidad. A ver, 2, 3. ¿Cuántos cubitos más? ¿Una más? Yo creo que así una más, ¿no? Así yo creo que estamos bien. Así yo creo que estamos bien. And then we're going to strain it. Perfecto. Okay. And then with pineapple slice and a lime wheel. Lime wheel, ¿no? Preparamos el lime wheel primero. Okay. Separamos el lime wheel y ya ahí vamos. Okay. Esto lo podemos hacer un poquito más grande, ¿no? Yo creo que sí. Vamos a hacer un poquito más grande, ¿no? Vamos un poquitito más grande, mi gente. A ver. Pongamos eso ahí. Ahí está, perfecto. Ok, ahí para tener el lime wheel todo listito. Ahí for when we pour the drink. We'll probably add these other limoncitos right there as well. You know what? Just add the limoncitos right there. Que no mejor la. Ahí estamos. We'll just add that extra lime there, no? Imagínate. All right, so I'm gonna shake it and then garnish with the pineapple slice and the lime wheel. We got the pineapple slice here on deck as well. All right. Well, we have. So yeah. So you're saying there's a chance. I mean, there's always gonna be a chance to get World Cup tickets, mi gente. There's always gonna be a chance. Pero el porcentaje es 1%. ¿Para qué le voy a mentir? Es que es la verdad. Es que el porcentaje de la boleta is 1%, mi gente. 1%. Because everyone wants that ticket. I love a cooking show while talking FIFA. Bueno, imagínate. Well, this is a drinking show. Bueno, maybe not a drinking show. Double tequila splash mixer. But we're making a special recipe, okay? We're making a special recipe by Cristo Fernandez, otherwise known as Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso. I am part of Tequila Cazadores now. Pretty much celebrating National Tequila Day with all of you. And so we're making his special recipe of El Golazo. I'm not trying to make a mess here at home. See, this is the part where my wife would get mad if I made a mess right now. She'd be like, nope, disappointed. Arriba el tequila en México, eso sí. Vamos México. I already married into the culture, so imagínate. Ahí estamos. All right. We'll mix that up. Ooh, that looks good, actually. That actually does look good. All right. Now we gotta go ahead and finally use our bar tools too. So yeah, I love a cookie show. Yeah, 7 games in Houston. That is correct. I think they are gonna have 7 games in Houston. Dale. How is demand in LA tickets for which American cities have the lowest demand? Tough to say right now since the tickets aren't on sale. But definitely LA is gonna be one of the more high-end demand cities for sure. What's the window to apply for tickets? Is it just September 10th? That's the first phase, and that's the only one we know now. What made you prefer Atlanta over Dallas for the semifinals? Transportation, public transportation. That's what made it my preference. I can land at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport and go straight to the stadium from there. That's why. I can go straight to the stadium from there. As opposed to Dallas where, you know, I have to, take the public transit or actually there is no public transit directly to the stadium. And so pretty much I'm forced to, it's not coming out as well as I wanted to. There we go. Wanted to dump at least one of the jalapeno slices in there. Let's put this ice back in here. Yeah, at least with Dallas, the problem with Dallas is that I don't have a direct public transportation option to the stadium. I have to take an Uber directly to the stadium. So ease of mobility is the reason why I picked Atlanta over Dallas for the semifinal. That's why. Okay? I just want to log into Ticketmaster and select 2 lonely seats. It's so complicated. No, we're not doing by Ticketmaster. It doesn't look like Ticketmaster's involved in this process, mi gente. Okay? It does not look like they are involved. Okay? I think I did the recipe right. We shall see in 2 seconds. What does a permanent resident need to travel from Vancouver to Mexico City? Pues all your paperwork, hermano. Make sure that you have an immigration attorney that has you all squared away, hermano. I don't want you to have any problems on the World Cup, man. That's all. Drive to the stadium. Nah, man. There's barely going to be any cars available. That's why. LA is horrible for public transit, in my opinion. Yeah, but they just connected the airport to the LA Metro. So it might be better. Mi gente, here's the drink. El Golazo by Cristo Fernandez. You probably know him as Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso. Thank you to Tequila Cazadores. Here is the cocktail right here. El Golazo. Yeah. Ahí está. Now to take a drink. Mi gente de nuevo. Muchas gracias. We're celebrating today National Tequila Day. I know my friends are going to clown me for this live when they see the replay. But you know what? Screw it. Muchas gracias, mi gente. That's delicious. Oh, man. That's good. That's good. Eso! That's good stuff right there. Again, I'm not much of a tequila person, but this is damn good. This is damn good. You still need a passport for an American city? Probably. Just carry your identification. You know, we don't know how that's gonna work for, you know, well, maybe not for the stadiums, but for the ticket buying process, we don't know what the ticket price is gonna look like. So yeah. Excited, pero how much money? Mucho money. Mucho money. Va a ser mucho money. The travel football fan, all white part. No, whoa. No. Negative, my friend. How much did you pay for your tickets in Qatar? I think it was $250 each, if I'm not mistaken. When we apply for tickets on September 10th, do we have to pick all of the games we're interested in at that time? You should, because you're not going to get given all those tickets. You're going to be probably given some, but not all. Are you planning on going to how many games? How many? My original idea was 16, one in each city. I don't know so much now. I heard you're giving away free tickets to anyone with the letter J. I don't know who you heard that from. I don't know who you heard that from, my friend. I want to go to at least one game. No. Look, I think with at least a couple $1,000, you should be able to go to one game. A couple $1,000 per person, I would say. I would say that at least for your home stadium, 1,000 should be enough for you, right? Ticket, transportation, food, all that stuff should be enough, okay? But $1,000, I would say, save that amount per game, okay? Per game. That means including the ticket, your food, this and that. If you're traveling, you're gonna have to add a bit more money to that, okay? Pero sí, que va a valer dinero. Would you go to Mexico to watch at least a game? Claro que sí, mi esposa mexicana. We definitely got to go to Mexico. Ojalá que, pues, si no hay para la inaugural, pues uno en Monterrey. Ojalá en uno en cada uno de Mexico. I think I would be happy. You know, the aspiration goal was 16 cities, 16 matches. Si no se va a poder hacer, hagamos los 3 de México. Voy a unos cuantos de Colombia. Maybe I go to Vancouver or Toronto y ahí quedamos bien. Así quedamos bien. Muchas gracias, mi gente, por tu apoyo. USMNT plays 3 games on the West Coast, so I'm going to try to hit them all up. That's possible. It's going to cost you a little bit more money. I'm hoping for at least 2 games in LA and then the final. The final is going to be expensive. Eso sí. Okay? If you want to consider the Absolute Sport package for the World Cup final that secures your World Cup ticket and your accommodations in the heart of New York City, send me a DM. I'll email you the information for Absolute Sport. Do expect those hotels in New York City to be very expensive. So it might make sense for you to book with Absolute Sport. Dog, what's your budget going to be? I don't know yet because I don't know how many games I'm going to aim for. It's definitely going to be in the tens of thousands of dollars. How is the lottery in Qatar versus now? I don't know because I didn't do the lottery in Qatar. I bought first come, first serve. Dale, Biro, dale. But I'm sure it was a long process. That's for certain. Okay. But yes, before September 10th, folks, you should pick all the games that you want to go to because more than likely FIFA's not going to give you the full application. Your mom lives 10 minutes away from MetLife. Dale. I think we might do the follow Colombia till the end. Not going to lie to you, I might do follow Colombia to the end and hopefully go to some games in Mexico. You know? I have 200 hours of PTO cash in on. Dale. That's how you do it, folks. That's how the hell you do it. You got to save that PTO now. On September 10, will we have the option to apply for Canada's first game in Toronto? Maybe. You might be able to. Okay, you might be able to. Again, folks, I want to thank the good people at Tequila Cazadores for sending me this very lovely bottle and for sending me this lovely jersey right here. All right, very, very, very good. Damn, I should have taken a picture of the tequila fully done. Damn. But I got my phone over here all set up and everything. I should have taken a picture of it. I gotta do like a Instagram story or a post. I'll probably just do 1 or 2 Instagram story and then the post. But hey, we're drinking it here live, so they're getting free commercials. They're getting free commercial opportunities right here, yo. For sure. Have I bought any tickets? No. I was considering the hospitality. I was considering the hospitality tickets, pero quite frankly, it wasn't in my budget. It was a little too expensive. It was a little bit out of reach for me. I got to think about my wife, of course, and so like it just didn't make any sense for me. No manches, 1,000. What's the strategy to get tickets early? There's really no strategy about the tickets getting early, folks. The strategy is on the flights. You gotta save your money on the flights, on your travel. That's where you need to save the money. The tickets are the tickets, man. The lottery's gonna happen, and to go from there. The strategy is not to have a strategy. Take a deep breath and visualize yourself breathing. That's probably about right. That's actually not bad advice, folks. There really is no strategy. There's no way to get the tickets earlier except through the hospitality or through Absolute Sport. Okay? That's it. You got to think about is the other stuff, the travel. You got to think about that. That's where the money is going to go completely out of your wallet. I'll go walking to the games. Past the World Cups, I've been able to meet some dude from Bass that goes with no tickets. He's been able to pay $20, $30 outside in the last minute. Yeah, it ain't going to happen here. We're not in Russia. We're not in Qatar. We're not in Brazil, folks. We're in the United States of America. And Mexico and Canada. Folks, it's not going to be cheap, y'all. Getting hotels early if they're refundable is one way. I agree. Absolutely. All right? This ain't going to be a cheap World Cup, y'all. You homeless. All right. I hope you're not homeless, bro. I hope you're just joking, but, you know. Buying plane tickets to Vancouver and Mexico City before September 10th. Wish me luck. Dale. And remember, Trumpito wants to eliminate or make it very difficult for the Mexican airliners to fly into the United States. So, good luck. I feel that will happen. A lot of people might not be let in by immigration. It's possible. It's totally possible. We don't know how the immigration policy is going to be by next year. If they're going to change, if they're going to make it, if they're going to relax a bit or not. We quite frankly don't know. It is what it is. We don't know. How do I surprise my husband for Mexico's first game? I need help. Ma'am, you are a good person. You are a great person. To surprise him, it's gonna be very tough. The only way would be, well, not even hospitality. The problem is hospitality is not. They're not even selling the tickets to the first game. You can buy the Absolute Sport package, which you can DM me for more information. That would be the way to secure it. I would not recommend the resale market outside of FIFA because they're gonna fleece you. They're gonna charge you an astronomical number that I would not recommend it for you. Okay, so DM me if you want to consider the Absolute Sport package. Feel free to do that. I think that'd be the best way to surprise them because at least with the Absolute Sport package, you're already paying for your hotel, you're paying for your game day transportation, and you have the ticket confirmed. You have the ticket confirmed. They're partners with CONMEBOL, and they work with FIFA. They just don't promote it, or at least don't have the licensee to promote it. They don't pay for that licensee. So, yeah, Absolute Sport package. You can DM me afterwards. I can send you the information. Okay? But if you want a guarantee, that would be the way to do it. But remember, they don't just sell the tickets. They sell the travel package. Okay? It is the hotel. It is the game day transportation, etc., etc. How hard do I think it'll be to get tickets for the USA opener? Same percentage as the Mexico one. 1%. You have a 1% chance. Okay? Again, folks, here, thank you to the good folks at Tequila Cazadores for sending me this lovely bottle. We're celebrating National Tequila Day. I prepared the El Golazo recipe by Cristo Fernandez. That's right, Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso. So cheers to all of you. Cheers. Okay. Am I going alone? No, I'd probably be with my wife. What's cracking? You're saying that if I want to buy a ticket from someone, that's the best way to do it. Through what? Through the FIFA resale market, not through Vivid Seats. I don't know how many tickets I'm getting. Well, I should take on the best chance again. Chances, folks, there's really not a best strategy for that. You have to apply through phase 1, and we'll see what happens. But considering the demand, you should think about that. If they're going to have 10 million tickets available for the tournament, because I think that's what Infantino said. It went up from 6 to 10. I don't know how they got to that number. But let's just say there's 10 million tickets. That means that you are at least guaranteed to get 1.5 tickets. So maybe 2 games. That will be about the average. Which games? Don't know. I don't know about the percentages for that. Okay? If I apply to tickets to random games on September 10 and don't like the draw, can I resell them later on FIFA later? Yes, you can, Keanu. You can resell them on the FIFA marketplace. Bigger stadiums or more games, probably. Probably just because of the bigger stadiums. That's probably how they got to that extra number. They might expand the capacity for the seating, but we'll have to wait and see. So, yeah. But that's how they probably got to that number. Okay, that's how they probably got to that number. So, yeah. Don't like to draw. Yep. Okay, cool. Any more questions, folks? Go ahead, just drop them in. We're taking this tequila nice and easy. All right, nice and easy. You should get a lot of Colombian jerseys and exchange them with fans. I should. I should do that, actually. That's actually pretty cool practice. I'm actually a scarf collector, though. That's a cool idea. Don't get me wrong, Gordito. That's a great idea. I think I might do scarves instead. But we'll see. Tequila Cazadores, folks. They sent me this lovely bottle today to celebrate National Tequila Day. All right. And they sent me this lovely jersey. So, thank you to Tequila Cazadores. That's why we're doing this live today in a very different, unconventional way by having set up this lovely recipe called El Golazo by Cristo Fernandez. That's right, Danny Rojas of Ted Lasso. So, yeah, man, it's good stuff. It's actually a very good drink. I'm actually kind of surprised of how very good it tastes. Very, very, very surprised. Very, very good. Putting the pineapple away so now it doesn't go bad. Here we go. All right. What other questions we got? You should. I just want to watch 3 games in the area I'll be staying in: Philly, New York, New Jersey. I don't care about who I see. I'm just a neutral. Should I just buy 3 single tickets? Yeah, I think that would make sense for you. I think you should just buy. You already have the max schedule available, and if you don't have it, it's on my website, travelfootballfan.com. And take a look at the schedule, and you see the Philly games, you see the New York games. If you don't care who's playing, then yeah, on September 10th, you're going to apply, I want to go see this game on this day, I don't care who, this game on this day, this game on this day. Apply to those, you're good to go. You're good to go. I would love to go to a game with you, bro. Dale, boy. I appreciate that. We'll see which games I'm going to end up being at. Flame Noodles, thank you for the follow there on TikTok. Again, folks, I am about 500 followers away on Instagram from getting to 20,000, and I'm about 300 followers away on TikTok from getting 50,000. Incredible achievement. We got to make it happen. Y'all. Because I like to buy a ticket for my father so we can at least see one game together. Right, what do you suggest? I was watching the single match hospitality packages because I already put that deposit. You could do that, and you could have an experience with your dad. That'd be pretty cool. It just all depends on what you want to do. If you're not able to get to some of the Colombia games, what are the best sites to get resale in your opinion? Again, FIFA, folks. Do not do resale market on Vivid Seats, StubHub. Don't do that. They're going to fleece you. They're going to overprice you, bro. They're going to charge you 5, 10,000, 5 times, 10 times the price. Don't do it, man. Don't support the scalper market. That's exactly why they exist, because we keep trying to find a different way, and we like hit ourselves in the head to support that market. We should not be doing that. All right? I want to try to get to the opening ceremony, but my boyfriend said that he doesn't want to see Mexico lose. Let me email you the information from Absolute Sports so you can get to the inaugural match. Okay, it's an overall sports travel package. Let me email you that information. DM me your email. I'll email and let me know that you want to go see the inaugural. I'll email you the information. Y que tenga un poco más de confianza. Tenga un poco más de confianza, yo. Hopefully I can take a picture with you on opening day of Mexico, my brother. Dale, Brian, that'd be really good. If I'm able to pull that off, we'll see. Do we have any info on future purchasing windows? We don't. So basically, this tournament is the only tournament that we will get to see all the players that we have dreamed to see. Yeah, it might be Messi's last, Ronaldo's last, yeah. I want to see the games in Monterrey en Guadalajara. Pues imagínate. También va a ser difícil, pero se va a poder. Se va a poder. Also, plane tickets are not an issue. I work for airlines. Dale! Should I buy single tickets then? I don't care about sleeping at the airport. Yeah, I mean, if you're able to pull that off, again, it's all about planning, folks. If when you put your plans together, are you going to be able to pull that trip off? If you say you can, then you go for it. Am I going to the inaugural? I'm going to see if I can make it to the inaugural. All right? I have some things happening that, might make it a little bit difficult to go to the inaugural, but we'll see. Do locals get access to different tier of tickets? I don't think so, man. I just... FIFA's not here to make it easy for us, man. FIFA's here to make money off of this tournament. What do you estimate the final match ticket is going to go for? Thousands of dollars. Thousands. You know how the Qatar... I did the video on this. Qatar final was $1,600 US. Easily double that. Easy double that price. Could it be even more expensive than that? Yeah. I can easily see the final being double, at minimum, double the price. Early morning drink? No. Cazadores Tequila. Send me this lovely bottle right here. YouTube, you can see it right here. Tequila Cazadores, thank you so much. Celebrating National Tequila Day. All right, here in the States. So just wanted to go ahead and give them a quick shout out right there as well. All right. And then they sent me this lovely jersey. So I'm part of the team Tequila Cazadores with Cristo Fernandez, a.k.a. Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso. So I want to give him a quick shout out right there. But doing this special live with all of you on National Tequila Day and drinking myself the El Golazo, which is Cristo Fernandez's special recipe. And I say, Cristo, damn good job. Damn good job. I remember for the last World Cup, there were tickets starting at $80 US. Woo! Nah, man. FIFA ain't here to sell us $80 tickets. They made it here in the United States to make money. They're not here to give us $80 tickets, fam. No. Mi gente, esto de la FIFA no está aquí para dar charity, man. Esta gente de la FIFA está aquí para hacer dinero. Esta gente está aquí para hacer dinero. They don't care about that concentration camp in Florida. They're not gonna sell us $80 tickets. La verdad. Damn, Tequila Day, I got a bottle from one of the competitors, got it signed by Hugo Sanchez. Not bad. I need a July 4th round of 16 game in Philadelphia to be USA-England. It will not be. It won't be USA-England. For the U.S. to be able to play against England on July 4th, not only does England have to win, a certain pathway, the United States would have to finish third place. And the exact third place that would allow them to go to Philadelphia. So it's not going to happen. I am registered on the site where we get a chance. 1% chance, folks, at least for the inaugural match. I just went to the FIFA U20 FIFA ticket page and tried to see how the buying process was like. Maybe it'll be the same for the World Cup, and I had to enter my passport number, so people should have it ready. Ooh, Daniel Monterroso. Okay. I like that. I've been saying that they should have their passports ready for the longest time, pero no es que la gente no me quiere creer. The July 4 games are going to be busy. Yes, there's one in Houston and one in Philadelphia that day. That is correct. Inflation, my brother. Yeah, inflation, man. No. So la boleta, it's not going to be that cheap, man. COVID happened and the economy happened y toda la vaina happened y... La boleta no va a estar así de barata. I remember for the last World Cup, there were... I think I will apply to 1 or 2 games in September here on Miami based on price and maybe fly to Boston, New York to watch some games in the fan zones. Dale. Again, the schedule is already out for the games without the teams, except for Mexico, Canada, U.S., So check out the schedule, okay? Take a look at it, and then go from there. Me who got my passport in December and expedited it. Dale. That's how you got to do it. Buy now, pay later about to be the move. Buy now, pay later? You think FIFA's going to do Klarna? No. FIFA wants their money up front, fam. When does Colombia play in the New Jersey? This October, if I'm not mistaken. Tequila this early, pues hermano, estoy aquí in Washington, D.C. You think those senators and representatives drink at night? Half of them fools drink all day. And you keep voting for them. This is the first time I'm drinking tequila in like ages, bro. It's a really good recipe. I made the recipe that Cristo Fernandez has for Tequila Cazadores. Okay? I'm feeling it right now. I am feeling it. Woo! I'm feeling it. Love lunch beers. All right, I mean, go for it. It would be a late lunch. It's 2:22 on the East Coast. Vote for you. Yeah, I mean, I was going to run for Congress, but, people didn't want to support me. Wouldn't it be a loan with Klarna, not FIFA? Bro, FIFA wants money up front. They ain't around with this Klarna shit. You think they're gonna do Klarna? Yeah, they know that y'all ain't paying Klarna back. I think I heard it in the news that Klarna has a $1 billion debt? Like, people owe Klarna $1 billion of overdue payments. Where do we think the draw ceremony is going to be? Probably Las Vegas. Probably Vegas. That's probably what's going to happen. Probably Vegas. Okay? So, yeah. Klarna is crashing. Yeah, Klarna might not even exist by the end of the year. How far you think we're going to the tournament? All depends on the draw. We're going to have to wait for those types of predictions. We're going to have to wait for the draw. Repo Man coming for those World Cup tickets. Actually, that would be hilarious if the Repo Man comes into your home and snatches them tickets away from you. That would be the craziest shit ever. Might be the first card in the Nets financial crisis. I would not doubt it. Man, 2018 World Cup time, people were drunk by 10 a.m. here on the West Coast. Drink up, buddy. Well, I got to go pick up my wife, so I can't be drunk, yo. Klarna and then Afterpay and then Affirm, bro. They're all going to crash, bro. They're not going to exist, man. They're not going to exist. How much are the tickets? We don't know yet. They're not going to exist. But after this World Cup, they're not going to exist. What formation am I running this season? I'm going to run a 2 defenders, 1 defensive mid, 3 midfielders, 1 attacking midfielder, 2 strikers. That is 8, right? That is 8. Cheers, brother. This is so fucked up. FIFA's telling us. I mean, look, folks, FIFA is here to make money. That's why they wanted this World Cup here in the United States so bad. But because of, Trumpito, they had to add Mexico and Canada, so that way everyone else would vote for the USA, Canada, Mexico World Cup, so they can all make money. Come on now. It's all about making money here. We saw this with the Club World Cup. I mean, this isn't a surprise, right? We saw this with the Club World Cup. We saw that they wanted to try to fleece us as much as possible. We just said, hell no. But for the World Cup, they know we're going to act different. Not really that. Will we have to wear those things over our necks with our photos like people had in Qatar? Possibly. I probably would wear it going through customs back into the United States. That way these goons that, at the Customs and Border Patrol don't send you to the concentration camp there in Florida. I would wear it. Estimate on how much the nosebleeds will be. Papi, depends on the game. It's going to definitely be over $400, $500, around there. Probably. It's not going to be cheap. Do you think the prices will drop like Club World Cup? No. World Cup is a whole different animal, folks. Which countries will have a hard time getting here into the U.S.? Iran. Iran. That's already the first one. Iran's already on the travel ban list. Yes, they have a waiver for athletes and fans and stuff like that, but they're already on the travel ban list. So Iran, right off the bat, is the first country affected by the travel bans. So that's going to be interesting. $400 last row. Possible. It's going to be expensive, folks. Again, I want to shout out my good folks at Tequila Cazadores for sending me this lovely bottle right here. We prepared Cristo Fernandez's El Golazo tequila recipe right here for National Tequila Day. That's why we're doing this a little bit differently for today's live. I just want to say a quick cheers and thank you all for your support. We got 320-something days left to go to the start of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So, might as well take this moment to say thanks for all your support. And, man, it's been a long project, man. Long project. Can't wait for this World Cup to finally come here. And we can go ahead and do our thing. Thank you, Jay, on the follows. I guess I should have been plugging this as well. TikTok, make sure you're following me right here. Make sure you're sharing the live. We already got to 1,000 likes. Perfect. TikTok, YouTube, if you're watching me here, subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell button. Click on the like. Comment tequila. Let me know which tequila you like, or if you like Tequila Cazadores, ideally, then, there you go. Go ahead. And then make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Instagram, same thing. We're about 500 followers left to go to 20,000. On TikTok, less than 300 to go for 50,000 on TikTok. So craziness all around as we're achieving some really monumental numbers. Era gol de Yepes, hijo. Era gol de Yepes. Still remember that. Resell or packages any legitimate resale sources. FIFA or Absolute Sport because they work with CONMEBOL. and on location for hospitality, of course. Yeah, man, no worries. Thank you for all your videos. Thank you. No, thank you, folks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fuego de Yepes, no joda. Thank you, $2. Brian, thank you for the dono on YouTube. Thank you for the $2. Viva Mexico. Make it a memorable World Cup like 2014. I agree. Mexico, carajo. You have a golden opportunity, Mexico. If you win your group, round of 32 Azteca. You win that game. Round of 16 Azteca. Quarterfinal, Miami. No joda. Ahí está el camino. Ahí está el camino para Mexico. So they got to do it. Even the water will be expensive. Yep. Everything is going to be expensive. Do you think there are too many games for the players? Yeah, of course. A lot of games. It's too many games. Brian, thank you for the dono. Appreciate it. Everyone else, you can give a dono if you like. Any amount, I would appreciate it. Those $2 are going to give me a cup of coffee later on this week, so I appreciate it. It has a drinking problem. It's noon, dog. It's because Tequila Cazadores sent me this lovely bottle right here, and they sent me this jersey. So, le tenía que dar la promoción. It's National Tequila Day. I had to give them the promo. So thank you to Tequila Cazadores for the jersey, for the bottle of tequila. It's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. I'm not myself a huge tequila drinker, but I prepared the El Golazo recipe by Cristo Fernandez, a.k.a. Danny Rojas. So, it's good. Cheers. Cheers, Tequila Cazadores. Yeah. No, it's a really nice jersey. I mean, shoot. It's a really nice jersey. I like it. They slap with this one, man. They cook with this one. They cook with this jersey, so pretty nice. How do I get tickets to sit with other fans of a specific team? Go through their national team supporters group, more than likely. So yeah, tempted to join you with the day drinking. No. This is only for today, y'all. What do you think of the Conmebol Femenina crowd turnouts? Yikes. Ecuador hasn't really organized a good Copa America Femenina from what I've been hearing logistically, so that's disappointing to hear from Ecuador. Live in New York City, only really trying to see the finals live. Yeah? Pues then try to do that then. What do you think about the halftime show that will happen? I think it's a bad idea. They shouldn't try to Americanize that part of the game. We don't need a halftime show. Halftime shows are for the NFL, not for the World Cup. We don't need a halftime show. We genuinely do not need a halftime show. All I need to worry about at halftime is going to the restroom, either get a water or a drink, and get a hot dog and field up for the second half. That's all I give a shit about. I don't give a shit about the halftime show. For soccer, no. The NFL, that's the reason why it's there. It's Super Bowl. You watch that. Dale from Texas. What's your favorite city here in this state? In Texas? I don't know. I kind of don't like Texas. No, let me not be unfair. I haven't traveled to Texas enough times to give you a good, honest answer. How about that? I haven't traveled enough to Texas like that. So, yeah. Any word when the venue package will be available with general tickets come out? No word on that yet. Where's the aguardiente? I agree. I probably should be drinking aguardiente, but it's not National Aguardiente Day, and I need a Colombian company to send me the guaro. So this is for all future. By the way, I'm not a big tequila drinker. I will say that, but this was good. Any whiskey people though? Hey yo, any whiskey people? Hit me up. I love a good old fashioned. Dale, parcero. Dale. All right. The FIFA Fan Festival ticket, Fan Fest ticket, or you can just walk in. I don't know. They haven't released information about that. Okay. All right, Instagram. Where we at? Can you win the lottery for the first place of tickets and still not be able to buy any ticket? Possible. If you only apply. So, for example, for the lottery phase, right? If you only apply for one game, you're reducing your chances of getting a ticket. Does that make sense? You should be using that first phase to apply for as many tickets as you think you can make it to, and then FIFA will say, okay, you apply for 20 games, here's 10. That might be somewhat they do, okay? Again, thank you to Tequila Cazadores for the lovely bottle. We're drinking Cristo Fernandez's El Golazo recipe. It's a really good recipe, by the way. So yeah, really good. And it's hitting the spot. I gotta drink this quick, I think, because I need to go pick up my wife in a couple hours, man. I need to be able to drive. Of course, drink responsibly. Okay, I'm probably gonna eat something as well to kind of soak up the alcohol and everything. But yes, drink responsibly, of course. 21 and over. All right. especially for this World Cup. That's gonna be really hot. You know, you want to make sure that you keep your wits about yourself. All right, one drink. Don't go. You know, don't go blackout drunk. That way you can enjoy the World Cup. You know. Some of Unk's recommendations. Since y'all decided to call me Unk, like I first of all, I don't even know who started calling me Unk, but you know, we'll take it. All right. But yeah, some of Unk's recommendations right here. All right. Make sure you drink responsibly. All right. Make sure that you enjoy this. You drive in New York? Nah, I go take the train, man. I take the Amtrak from DC, man. I walk around New York. I take the subway. I love New York for that reason. I would say the biggest reason why I love I knew that was gonna happen. Biggest reason why I love New York. I could just walk around and take the metro. Biggest reason why I love New York. How much do you think tickets will for the group stages will cost? I don't know. Hundreds. Around 500. That'd probably be my guess. Be around my guess. So yeah, it just depends, man. It just depends. So yeah, further questions, folks. Let's go ahead and wrap it up in about 5 minutes. Final questions. Again, I want to thank the folks at Tequila Cazadores for sending me this very lovely bottle for National Tequila Day and for sending me this lovely jersey. Okay, I am with Team Cristo Fernandez. That's right, a.k.a. Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso. I prepared his Golazo cocktail drink. Really damn good drink. Really damn good. I'm actually proud of my bartending skills, yo. Unk still has it. How lucky are we able to purchase a ticket for the first game at Azteca living in the U.S.? We all have a 1% chance. 1% chance. I did the math. You'll be in a world of hurt when you land in L.A. Imagínate, hermano. Imagínate. Dale, thank you. That's awesome. It is, man. It is. It is indeed. I do not have exclusivity, though, whiskey brands. I do not have exclusivity. All right? I like tequila and I like whiskey, but, you know, today's National Tequila Day. Am I going to Club America versus DC United? Maybe. I really don't. Maybe. Let's say maybe. Let's keep the options open. How about that? 1% is better than no percentage. That's true. 1% chance to go to the inaugural game at Azteca is better than no percent chance. I agree with that. But it's just gonna be it's gotta be hard as hell. Lo único que te puedo decir, va a ser difícil, mi gente. Va a ser difícil. Eso sí. Va a ser dura la vaina. I just hope y'all recognize that. Que va a ser duro. Eso es todo. Just save up your money. Keep saving up your money. There's really no like hacks or any like way to make it easier for you. No, just save as much money as you can. Be ready for phase 1. Apply for the inaugural. Apply for the final if that's what you want to go to. Apply to the games in your city. Apply for those games that you do not care who's playing. And then if you want to follow a specific team, we should be able, again, not confirming it, but we should be able to follow a specific team. So I'll probably apply for Colombia. Follow Colombia. I'll apply for the inaugural. I'll apply for the final. Maybe a game in Miami. Maybe a game in Seattle. I don't know. And then we'll go from there, okay? And then in December, that's when we know where your team is going to play, right? Where all of our teams are going to play. At that point, then what we're going to do is then purchase those tickets for those games. We don't know when that phase is going to be open for the draw after. We don't know. So we'll have to wait and see, okay? Fire jersey, y'all. Fire jersey right here. Thank you to Tequila Cazadores for that. All right, final questions, y'all. Which teams do you follow worldwide? Well, I wanted to say USA, but maybe not right now. Colombia, South Korea, and yeah, we'll go from there. Pero somos luchadores todos. Eso sí. And then I follow a ton of clubs. I follow a whole bunch of clubs, so we'll see what happens. Spurs in the Premier League, of course. Where can you get one of those jerseys? Unfortunately, I told Tequila Cazadores to sell the jerseys because they're actually pretty nice, but they're not selling the jerseys. However, you can go ahead and get one of their bottles on their website, Tequila Cazadores. I think it's tequilacazadores.com. You can go ahead and buy one of their bottles on their website or at your nearest licensed alcoholic store near you. Okay, so you could definitely do that. But I told them to sell the jerseys. Don't get me wrong. I told them. I knew some of y'all were going to be interested in it, but It was a very limited quantity. So, yeah. No, they're really nice. I completely agree. They are really nice. Okay. All right. Last couple of minutes. 2 minutes left. Drop your final questions. YouTube, if you want to drop a dono, whatever amount, any donation, you can buy one of those stickers. Drop it in the chat. Thank you, Brian, for the $2. I really appreciate it. Definitely, saludos a Mexico. Saludos a todos ustedes for all y'all support over these last couple of years, man. Thank you, Purple Shirt Guy. Really appreciate it. You're not the Purple Shirt Guy from Charlotte, right? That was talking shit to Wade, right? What was it? The 2017, 2018 playoff run, I think that was. If you're not, that's fine. But I just remember Purple Shirt Guy. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for y'all's support. Really appreciate it. This was a very unique, special live. We were giving some promo to Tequila Cazadores. Thank you very much for your support, for sending over this very lovely tequila bottle right here. We tried out Cristo Fernandez's recipe El Golazo, which was really tasty. That is Danny Rojas. Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso. So I'm really glad to be part of the Tequila Cazadores team. That's why they sent me this jersey too. And yeah, it's the start of good things, man. You know what? Tequila company wants to send me a bottle. Perfect. You know what? Tomorrow's gonna be another brand. The other day another brand, and hopefully from there we make this happen, man. We make this happen. So yeah. Bueno, muchas gracias, mi gente. Let me go ahead and wrap it up. Top of the hour. Drop your final questions. 60 seconds left. Thank you so much. Really appreciate y'all's time. Thank you for the questions, all right? Really appreciate it. Make sure, again, you are subscribed to all my socials. My speech is slurring. I need to go eat something. I can't drink this anymore. This is really good, but I need to be able to try to pick up my wife. I need to be able to pick up my wife, y'all. I can't keep drinking this. This is actually very damn good. Damn, I had lunch too. I thought I thought it was gonna be great, but hey, it is what it is. Final question. I bought my flights to Mexico City for the inaugural matches, one-way trips. Came out to $380 cheaper than wait for the round trip to become available. Well, you got lucky, sir, because right now they're charging the round trip, the one-way flights, a lot more than the round trips. So you got lucky. I did not get to meet Cristo Fernandez, but that would be really cool if we can make that happen. Dale, mi gente, muchas gracias. Really appreciate it.